I'm George Day, and I've been privileged to be one of the co-directors of the Mack Institute for Innovation Management. I'm also a professor of marketing at the Wharton School, so I bring that perspective to this overriding question that I think pervades a lot of what we do at the Mack Institute, and that is what distinguishes growth leaders from growth laggards. And by growth here, I'm talking about organic growth, the kind of growth you realize through your own resources, as opposed to mergers and acquisitions, or maybe even joint venture partnerships. And so on my slide, I show you a number of companies that we have studied in considerable depth, all the way from Lego to Nike to Alibaba, that are consistently growing faster than their competitors or people in related space. And the issue that we've been studying is what accounts for this? What is it about these organizations? And we've pulled all this together in the concept of innovation prowess. And by prowess, we're using it in the same sense as athletic prowess. And you think of an athlete who's world class, they have enormous innate ability. But unless they harness that to disciplined training and use of the best techniques and are very thoughtful about how they apply that innate ability, they won't be world class. And so the idea of innovation prowess is that it combines the discipline with the ability. You need to have both. One alone will not be sufficient. And by discipline in the organic growth arena, we're talking about strategic growth-seeking discipline, which encompasses a number of ideas, but the growth leaders have a really clear view of how they want to compete, how they want to grow, what mechanisms they're going to use, how they're going to assign and make sure that resources are protected for growth initiatives. And so their strategy direction right away is already very much sharper than the laggards. They then do a very, very systematic search for growth opportunities. Companies have, interestingly, more growth opportunities than they can handle, but they may not be the best ones. These companies invest to find the very best ones. So they dig deeply into the pain points in the customer experience. They look for business model innovations. How can we monetize this differently? How can we use technology to improve our value proposition? And so there's 14 pathways we've learned that they can follow in searching for opportunities. But now that they've got this great set of opportunities, they pick only a very few, and then they really invest aggressively in those. So screening and converging on the best opportunities is crucial. So broad lessons that I think are relevant to all managers, and I've talked with literally hundreds across my consulting practice, as well as a course we teach here at Wharton on Innovate to Grow. Some of the lessons would be that innovation that drives a high level of, or a superior rate of organic growth is about balancing discipline and creativity. It's sort of a right brain, left brain activity. Growth leaders, always looking for innovations that deliver superior customer value. That's the payoff. I mean, that's why you get chosen. We have done over the 15 years a lot of work on how to manage under uncertainty, and you can profit from it. I mean, the companies that don't do well in innovation get paralyzed by uncertainty, but rather we find growth leaders have this mantra, well known now, but think big, start small, fail cheap, but if you get a really good idea, you scale fast. Organizations to do this well have to be ambidextrous. They have to manage their current operations while still keeping aside and investing mindfully in really good growth opportunities. And then innovation is a team sport. So you have to learn how to mobilize the whole organization.